to share my family's favorite products to stay healthy and some tips if we catch something, how we get through it quicker. One of our very favorite products is Ningxia Red. It comes in bottles or packets, great for on the go or kids' lunch boxes. It's packed with antioxidants. Just 1 ounce is equivalent to the antioxidant value of eating 4 pounds of carrots. It's incredible. It supports your immune system, your energy level, respiratory support. It even supports healthy eyesight. Our daughter failed one of her eye exams, and before she started 2nd grade, she was supposed to get glasses. She drank just 1/2 ounce of this every day in addition to a healthy diet and drinking lots of water. And when she did her next eye exam a year later, her eyes were better and she didn't need glasses anymore. Now, everyone is different and responds differently to a high level of antioxidants, but it's always a good thing and it can just be so helpful for your body. Another thing that we like to use with Ningxia Red is elderberry syrup. Now, you can buy this at the store, but be on the lookout for lots of harmful additives. It often has sugar at the store. So if you can make your own or buy it locally, that really is best. It should just be made with raw honey. You don't need additional sugars in there. So if you're interested in my recipe, I'd be happy to share it, but there's lots of recipes online. You can add immune supporting oils like thieves and other oils, which makes it taste extra yummy and provide some additional immune support. Something that is new that we started mixing in 2022 to our Ningxia Red and elderberry is Ningxia Greens. This is fantastic. So the Ningxia Red is made from the wolfberry fruit. This is actually the green part of the plant, and it is so healthy for you. It also has 60 fruits and vegetables and immune supporting mushrooms. So I don't know about you, but I find it hard, even when I try to eat healthy, to get that kind of variety in my diet. So it's just additional great immune support and nutrient support. We just mix in a 1/2 scoop to shakes and we don't even taste it. So I love that it's not loaded with artificial sugars or other sweeteners. It's just pure green support. So you can mix into anything, but on its own with water, I think it's a little earthy. So I think it's really great to mix into something. My daughter really likes it in a chocolate shake. I'm not a big fan of most protein powder, but Young Living has some really great protein options. Pure Protein Complete is one of our favorites. This is the chocolate flavor. It also comes in vanilla. This one tastes really good. It does have some dairy in it. So if you need something that is dairy free, one of the newer protein powders that I also think is fantastic is Power Meal. Now this is vegan, and that is great. But one of the things dairy does in a shake mix is it makes it a little bit creamier. So if you're using Power Meal, we really like to mix it in a blender with banana. It makes it taste really good. So this is a great additional protein powder option to mix in those Ningxia Greens. Something else that's so important, especially during the winter months, but we take these year round as well, are different vitamins. Now, I, for years, didn't like taking vitamins. There's a lot of options on the market that are, they have dyes, they have artificial ingredients and sugars. And one of the things I absolutely love about Young Living is just their seed to seal commitment and their commitment to quality. They have guaranteed that none of their products have harmful additives. So they have Super B, Super D, and Super C. These are all great for immune support. The Super D is a vegan vitamin D and it is highly absorbable. So even if you think you need a large amount of vitamin D because you are deficient, sometimes you don't need as much of this because it does absorb so well. Each little capsule that is chewable is 1,000 IUs. So the normal adult dose is just 2 of those. And maybe if you're really deficient, you need to take a couple more, but try even just taking 2 and then have your levels tested again and see how it does for you. Super B is one of my very favorites for energy support. B vitamins support your immune system as well, but I really notice a difference in my energy level, and I like to spread out when I take those capsules. So I do one at breakfast and one at lunchtime. Super C is a delicious sweet chewable. That's just another option to get you additional vitamin C. Another key part of immune health is probiotics. Young Living has a couple of great options. One of them is Life 9, and this is a pill. It's designed to be taken at night with no other food. There's also a powder option, which is great for children and adults if you prefer that. I've taken a lot of different probiotics over the years. I personally think there's a lot of great probiotic companies, so do your research and figure out the best option for you. But A high quality good probiotic is another key to good immune support health. So one of the other things we do is if we start to catch something, sometimes no matter what you do, so many things affect your immune health, from lack of sleep and stress and other factors. So when I start to feel worn down and I can feel my body dipping below the wellness line, I really like to always have a bottle of Inner Defense on hand. These are essential oil capsules. They really just help your body fight off things that may come your way if you feel like you're dipping below that wellness line. I don't need to use these that much. I actually keep them in my refrigerator because I don't know how many years just one bottle will last. Our family hasn't been to the doctor for a sick visit in 5 years. If we catch something, usually we can get through it pretty quickly. And I love having tools like Inner Defense to just support our bodies in a number of different ways. For children that can't swallow pills, you could actually break open this capsule and put it right on the bottom of their feet with some healthy carrier oil like olive oil or coconut oil or whatever you have on hand. Or you could take essential oils from the bottle and drop that on their feet with some carrier oil. But this is really good. I find that when I start to need it, I often only need 1 or 2 capsules, and then my body is back where it needs to be. Something that is designed as actual cough suppressants. There are Thieves cough drops and Thieves chest rub. These are both amazing. I don't need to use them all the time, but again, if something happens in our family, I'm so happy to have them on hand when I need them. The Thieves cough drops, there's no sugars or artificial ingredients or dyes in there, and I really appreciate that. It also really opens up your sinuses. So if you're feeling a little stuffed up, these are really nice for that too. Thieves chest rub is also fantastic. I love to DIY and I do that quite a bit, but if you really need extra support, and this is labeled as an over-the-counter cough suppressant, it has camphor and eucalyptus oil and it has menthol in it. It's just so good. You really can just feel those vapors if you rub it on your chest, and it will just help if you need that extra soothing support for cough. If you do like to DIY, there are a number of different immune supporting essential oils, and RC and Raven are great breathing support oils. Something else soothing for cough that I like to do, 15 drops of RC, 15 drops of Raven, 10 drops of Peace and Calming oil, and 5 drops of lemon oil. I put that in a 10 milliliter roller. And then I fill that with a healthy carrier oil like olive oil or fractionated coconut oil. Young Living has V6, which is another great option, which is just a blend of different carrier oils. And that can be really soothing for the throat and chest. But if you need something stronger, this is something great to have on hand if you need respiratory support. Breathe Again is another great breathing support oil. This is great to diffuse. It often just comes as a roll-on, but when you can get this, when they have this in stock before it sells out, highly recommend Breathe Again if you want another breathing support oil. Now for children, even for adults, one of our favorites is Sniffles. This is designed for kids ages 2 and up to be applied right from the bottle. You can diffuse it. You can apply 1 drop right to your chest. You can just rub that in. It's so soothing. It's great for immune support. My elementary age son even really likes it rubbed on his face. If he gets a little stuffy, often if we're traveling, I think sometimes it might be the chemicals in the hotel room. He'll get a little bit stuffy, and so we'll apply that right on his face and on his chest, and that's one of the ones we really like. Another great option to diffuse is Thieves oil. This smells amazing. It's so good for immune system. After I learned how harmful chemicals like candles and plugins were, I switched to purely using essential oils. And so I really like using different ones. In Thieves, there's a whole cleaning line. It's a fabulous fragrance. And again, it doesn't have anything harmful in there. So it's just a great way to support your immune system instead of harming it, and make your home smell amazing and help to purify the air. Now, if we're dipping below the wellness line, oregano is something that I really like also. It's very potent, so this is considered a very strong, spicy or hot oil. So if you use this, you definitely want to put a drop with a bunch of carrier oil. Applying to the bottom of the feet is good. The feet is really tough skin. I don't recommend this for young children, but for adults, you could try this. I also like to put it in one of those 10 milliliter rollers, and you can mix that with other immune supporting oils like Thieves. If you want specific recipes, please let me know how I do that. Another great oil is ImmuPower. This has some oregano and other immune supporting essential oils. Great to put a drop on the bottom of your feet with some carrier oil. I don't love the fragrance of oregano and some of these really strong oils, so I tend to apply this topically on the bottom of the feet, but you could diffuse it if you'd like. I prefer to diffuse something a little more appealing like Thieves, but you can figure out what works best for you. Something else, Christmas Spirit. This one smells amazing. Anytime in the fall, around Christmas time, or just as the weather starts turning, this is a blend of cinnamon, orange, and spruce, and it just smells fantastic in the diffuser. You can make a room spray with this to avoid any harmful chemicals that can really affect your immune system. In a 2-ounce spray bottle, I like to put 15 drops of Christmas Spirit, a squirt of witch hazel, and then you can just fill that with distilled water, and you have a wonderful fragrance, really, that you could use any time of the year. Now, I am not a doctor, and none of this was medical advice, but I hope you found some tips that were helpful. Something to remember is our immune health, it varies by so many different factors, and so many different things will affect us. So I encourage you to be your own best advocate, figure out the products and the routines that work for you. It's really important to support your gut health, to get enough sleep, to reduce your stress level, and just really do healthy things that make you feel good. So our stress will affect our immune support in so many ways. So I hope you found some of these tips helpful and you find your own way to get your family healthier.